Who put me in the pitch black void? Where is the background? Hello, my name is Lemon and welcome to my channel. What the heck is Magma Bound? I'm so glad that literally no one asked. Anyway, Magma Bound is an insane demon made by Scorch with the song Classic Pursuit by Sismic. This level was posted about 5 years ago. Now, I wasn't playing RommyDash 5 years ago, so maybe back then it was rated a little differently. You know how time downplays old levels as of recent. Extremes become insane, hard becomes medium, and so on. I actually did not know about this level existing until a GD friend of mine saw my Instagram story and replied. I was not the same ever since the discovery of this level. This would push my limits as a GD player. I actually just disagree with her. Whatever she said, I do not believe her, and test my reflexes. Now I have something to say about how I play Geometry Dash. I get extremely click happy, which means I have no chill. For some reason, my brain thinks clicking earlier than normal would help the level progress faster. That's not how Geometry Dash works. I have no patience, which is kind of critical for GD players to have. Some of the greatest players and creators take several months on their biggest feats, while I'm dripping sweat, worried over making no progress within a week's worth. But that is literally okay, because guess what? It's literally only taken me 4 days to beat this level. And as crazy reference, it's taken me over 3,000 attempts to beat Double Dash. I beat Magma Bound in half. Now onto the breakdown segment. Now, immediately you're gonna detect the theme from my attempts playing this level, and there's actually two things. Number 1, this green orb is diabolical. 2, this ship is a nightmare for my skill level. You'll also notice I get very consistent at the first spider. Some slip-ups are from losing focus, and others are just me not being quick enough to click, the usual result being me hitting a spike or slipping off into the fiery depths. The great thing is this, the fastest parts, which are the first and last spiders, are one of my best game modes. The other best game mode of mine is the UFO, which I oddly enough did not practice enough because I did die there like 3 times. But that does not compare to the ship at 47%. There were 3 points I thought I had to ace to make this level work. The first would be the first spider, the 47% ship, and the robot around 80. I'm no mathematician and I'm bad at mental math, so sue me if I'm far off, let's proceed. I clearly practiced this several times before deciding I like to attempt a normal run, my usual routine when playing new demon levels. Sure enough, the more and more I practiced back to back, the less attempts I had for each practice run. That meant I was learning the level, and I was learning the gimmicks fairly easily. What's nice is there's only one real gimmick to this level, and that's the 2 pink orbs you always find right beside each other, having to click the first and hold to skip the second. It took me ages to get used to it, but when I mastered it, I never failed afterwards. Surprisingly, when it came to the robot past the second spider, I was really nervous to mess up here. I practiced this part extensively, vigorously, hoping I could learn something to help either cheese my way to an easier victory, or I could learn a click pattern that would be engraved to my brain. Both this robot part and the first spider had led me to finding 2 very funny swag routes, which scared me to death upon discovery. My grandest hope was not encountering these during my normal runs because I would be too panicked to try and recover myself, inevitably and painfully accepting my demise. Something I was also scared of dying to was the ending cube, which was shockingly very easy to mess up on. The second jump could be done too soon, or you could just forget to click altogether. Then there were those pink orbs, you could not forget how to maneuver. And lastly, the green orbs looping around spikes and leaping out from a yellow orb. Following the song here would be the easier way to manage these green orbs, but knowing myself, I could have easily screwed up here. The very last cube to where you fall and jump over triples was very easy. Just click once you fall down, and you're good. I call those jumps snappy. And now, onto the section that I hate the most. These 3 percentages either annoyed me or scared me, or both. 9 is a death by saw blade if you did not jump right after the green orb. 47% is the death earned by not flying properly to the gravity portal once you're in the belly of the magma monster, usually hitting the ceiling or not ascending quick enough to bump right into the wall. 72% would be a death from not spamming quick enough to avoid hitting the wall. There's a cluster of orbs at this section. The first 2 clicks go up, then down to land on the pink bounce pads. They elevate you to a black orb, which guess what you do? Buffer! Then you buffer the green orb, buffer the black orb, and hold for a little to go straight up, and lastly click again to slip out and land on a red orb you also have to buffer. I love buffer orbs. They're my jam. I can't wait to practice my first extreme demon and suffer tremendously if I'm like a buffer orbs. I love that for me! There's 1% I would have included in my worries, and that was 81, but I decided against it. After actually beating the level, I just realized how simple avoiding a loss was for this part. You just have to jump a half second during the flash to get a good start on the blue orb, flipping your gravity, and now you're on that platform with the spikes, but with time to actually think about jumping. I died here numerous times in practice mode, so when I fluked from 76 to 100, I was shocked. With my well-known GD luck, which only me and my little 1GD friend know, is the fact that I usually always fail in the 90th percentile, anything ranging from 90 itself to 99. Which is funny because I did manage to fail at both 98 and 99 in Double Dash, to which I passed the level immediately after those fails. I just don't like wave gameplay, it's my worst game mode, don't ask me to play Tidal Wave, I will cry. Another big thing about these 3 percentages is that I was bound to get frustrated over failing here numerous times, consistently, over and over. I failed these percents more than I actually progressed in the level. Fluking from 76 to 100 was still the best thing that ever happened to me, because I had no idea how much more I could endure. Jeez. 9% I could hold my ground to, but it was really annoying how I had to time this green orb. I wouldn't call it frame perfect because I managed to squeeze some silly timings repetitively, but it certainly felt like it. I'm just not accustomed to such timings. My preference involves fast clicks and simple sight readability. That's luckily 2 things this level does have, which made it enjoyable for me. 47% was really the deciding part of the level for me, since it's halfway through the level. Everything after 47 felt simpler. From the UFO orbs to the mini cube hops, 47% was something I feared would tear up my mind like a disease. Oh, you thought I was just an average enjoyer. No. I get very passionate about wins and losses. To my creme brulee shattering display of losses, I am mortified how much rage I had when watching this back on editing. Again, I'm easy to sway emotionally. But it's mind-boggling how much more rage I had here in comparison to Double Dash. Remember when I said my GD luck always guarantees failure between 90 and 99? I predicted my death at both 98 and 99 on Double Dash, and I was very calm about those losses. After all, that's what Double Dash is infamous for. But I shocked myself again, guessing every time I would not pass 47% on Magma Bound. I even shouted a few offensive things. I scare myself sometimes. Anyways, here's a bit of my rage moments. Fucking hell, come on, bro. Again! Come on. Stop it! If only that fucking green orb didn't exist. Oh my god. Wasn't quick enough, okay? Can that stop happening, please? Can it please just stop? Remember when you were able to consistently get back to the robot part? I don't. And I'm never gonna get a good run ever again today. Can that stop happening? Can everything stop happening, actually? Please. I was so right. Wow. How did I predict that one? I did not see that one coming a mile away. There's no way, right? No way, right? Be quicker, why don't you? Be quicker! You're notorious for clicking way too early. What is the timing on that? I would love to stop dying here. I would love to stop dying there. Yep. I call him out so good. It's my one skill I can never fuck up, guessing correctly when I'm gonna die. Seen it. Move on to the next one. I just want to say that this is not how I act in real life. I'm very nice, but if you anger me in some way, there is a reason. I'm just not able to vocalize what it is. For the next part, there will be 0 narration as it is the winning attempt. And also there will be no reaction from me since I did pick the mic. So just enjoy it! 4 days, 1,951 attempts, 22,137 jumps. That statistic does not matter, but GD has this pointless information anyways. Magma Bound by Scorch was finally complete. My first ever Insane Demon. And I know I put 78 instead of 76. I have terrible memory. But, well, I beat it. So it didn't matter. And I was really happy I won. This has been Magma Bound with Lemon. Thank you all for watching. Bye! You're funny if you think I'm gonna go back to get the coins for Magma Bound. Nuh-uh.